Reviews. I ain't watched nothing, so that's all, y'all.
No, okay.
I gotta find the illegal site again, and then I have my kid, and I ain't get a chance to watch Invasion.
Oh yeah.
So we got Secret Invasion, and we got The Flash. Which one y'all reviewing first?
Let the Flash get out the way.
Yeah.
Flash.
Yeah, y'all can spoil that. I don't give a fuck.
I mean,
I watch it on the Max.
I mean, none of this matters, I guess. Like,
it's reboot and everything.
Yeah.
So I personally, well, first, we gotta do the obligatory, like, what do you call it?
Mm-hmm.
We don't support Ezra Miller's actions in life.
We gotta say that.
Yeah.
I mean, people doing it when they fucking talk about the movie just because, like, hey, like, we just talk about the movie. We're not condoning any of that nigga actions and none of that shit.
Yeah, I bootleg that shit. They ain't get my penny.
I guess we gotta say that, then that's cool.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
unless we fresh and fit and y'all know us for that, we don't. Nah, I would think y'all know us by now.
I'm just saying, throw it out.
Yeah, you're right. Disclaimer. Hesh said it.
Yeah.
Continue.
Yeah. But I watched the movie. I actually enjoyed the movie. I thought it was actually pretty good. It was actually a pretty good movie. The CGI was disgusting. It was horrendous. It was like some of the worst CGI I've seen in a very long time. I was like, I don't even understand how they let this happen like this. That CGI was
it was bad. It was like
bad.
CW bad, like 5th season
bad.
CW bad.
Yeah, I think even worse than that maybe on some. Because at least with on a CW shit, it's like, okay, it's a TV show, it's a TV budget. It's like, all right, you're gonna expect it to be a little wonky.
Yeah,
this is a fucking big budget movie. It's like, how the fuck did they do? Like, the only thing that they did that was good, generally for the most part, CGI wise or just effects wise, was because having both Barrys in the screen at the same time.
Yeah,
that worked very well. For me, at least, I never really got taken out of it, except for there was one time when he was talking to him in his Flash costume, and they like CGI'd his mouth or some shit while he talked, which is weird. I was like, I don't know why they did that. I don't know if they had to like redub the scene, maybe. I don't know why, but it was just the CGI horrendous. Like,
I got a question, right?
Yeah.
So was the trailers a pump fake? You feel like?
What you mean?
What do you mean?
Like, because when everybody saw the trailer, they was like, "Oh my god, this movie might be actually amazing. We might be able to forgive Ezra." But then when you say like the CGI was horrendous, I feel like a lot of the trailer was CGI work, and then if it didn't look,
it looked bad.
It looked bad. It looked better in the trailer too.
Trailers. I just thought they was gonna fix it by the time I watched the actual movie.
Yeah,
it looked bad. It looked bad in the, like, because the scene they showed was like what Supergirl fighting niggas and shit, and it looked bad and rubbery and shit. I was like, okay, well, that was 5 months ago. I thought maybe by the time we got to the movie they would have fixed something, but they did not. That's just how it looks.
Like it was like she was whipping people ass like Dead or Alive. You remember on Dead or Alive when you do that axe kick? Like she did an axe kick to the nigga, but the frame skipped. And they kept that shit in the for real. Like the frame of the dude skipped while hers stayed the same. And then it just looked like really like that shit looked crazy. And then I went on TikTok and see one of the dudes who actually worked on the film. They was like, "Yo, like I left that shit." Like,
like he left the casting, or he
left the
he's all fucked up and just left it.
He left the effects, the effects team. Studio. He said mad people left, and then they really couldn't finish it. And then you have like the director lying, saying, "Oh, that's how the Speed Force looks." Like that's some bullshit.
Liar. You're just a liar.
Facts. But in general, I think the movie was okay. I think the movie was pretty good.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it is flopping horribly.
Oh yeah,
I understand why.
You think that's because of Ezra?
I think it's a combination of a lot of this Ezra. It's DC people just don't have faith in it, and it's also it's getting rebooted anyway. Why would I bother? Really, do I need to watch it? Because it's not going to really matter, right?
Yeah.
So I think it's a combination of all those things. It's like all three of them. It's still good, but it's being good and being relevant aren't the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, because you're going to these movies for like the universe that they're building, but this is the end of something that never really even got off the ground to begin with.
So it's like everybody like you.
Yeah,
like,
just like
I don't give a fuck. It don't matter. I don't like prequels.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, to a certain extent, and then you add the Ezra stuff on top of it, and it's like, all right, well, then I really ain't gonna see this shit because motherfuckers out here walling.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I mean, the story is pretty simple. Like Barry, it's a combination of Flashpoint and some other shit. Barry goes back in time to try to save his mom's life. There's some weird shit in there where it's like, okay, you go back in time. Why don't you go back in time to find out who the fuck killed your mom instead of just moving tomato cans or whatever?
Yeah, you know that kind of like that kind of like threw me for a loop because they never addressed that. So I guess they not going to.
Yeah, no, I figured I think they were saving it for a potential sequel. Because like in the comic books, if you know, in the comic books, it's tied to a character, and I think maybe they were trying to save that for potential sequel, which they're not gonna get. Clearly, but yeah,
you know what I
Michael
thought?
Keaton was fun. What?
Before you get on Michael Keaton, I thought that Ben Affleck's Batman was gonna be in it more.
I didn't.
I just thought that him and Keaton would meet at some point.
Yeah, like they'd have like the worlds mixed together type of shit.
Yeah.
But, nah, they didn't go that route.
Yeah. But on to Michael Keaton.
That was the best I was saying Michael Keaton was cool. He was like, probably best part of the movie, probably, or at least top 5 stuff in the movie. He was cool. It was a little weird how he was like, oh shit, there's aliens. I don't want to help. Fuck it, I'll help. It was like, all right.
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
Something about his Gotham. His Gotham is safe as fuck.
Yeah.
Because he murks niggas.
Yes. Kill. Bang, bang. You dead.
Yeah. Wait, niggas died?
Yeah, Joker died.
Yeah, Tim Burton Batman, he was killing niggas.
He murked people. He solved the problem.
So in that whole time, nobody arose and be like, nah, it's too safe here.
Kill niggas. Right? You ain't gonna come if you can't come back from it. You ain't gonna keep doing some wild shit. You're like, oh,
right.
You can't repeat offend if you're in the ground. Like,
yeah, fast.
You can't repeat offend if you on the ground, nigga.
Oh man,
Dr. Umar, everybody. some of y'all niggas about to go.
What else?
Oh,
I mean, so let's see.
Is that the name of the episode?
What?
For good.
For good? Can be.
He did have an ill ass fighting scene. He did have an ill ass when they were in the bunker in Russia.
Oh, Batman. Yeah,
Batman. Yeah, it's going sick.
Michael Keaton.
Yeah,
man. I don't know. It was cool. It was just weird. Like, why was it Supergirl said Superman? I guess it could have. She like.
Did they not want to face like the backlash of like, oh, where the fuck is
Henry?
Yeah,
yeah,
pretty much. Yeah, just because I think it was still when they were filming it, all that stuff was in the air. But it's like, this is a whole new character. We have to like reestablish who. Like it went from I'm not gonna help to I'm gonna help in like 3 minutes, and it's like okay, we don't really know this character, so it's a little weird because obviously you got to just move the story along. No, she's not a test tube baby. She just fell on Earth and they put her in a bunker on the ground with like red sunlight, so she wouldn't have her full strength. And then she got free the first time. She got control of her powers real quick. She learned how to handle them real quick, and then she was out here beating people's ass. Yeah. And I liked her, and I liked the actress, and I liked the portrayal she did. It was just like, I mean, it was quick, but it was quick, and then I think it'd have been less to have to like wrap your head around if it was like Henry Cavill or whatever. But obviously, they were in fluctuation with him at the time when they were filming this. They didn't know what was going on, or he was in or out or whatever. But yeah, I give the movie like a 7.5, maybe 8, 7.5.
It was, I think not the original Barry, but the what was it, past Barry? Yeah, like he was a little annoying. He was a little too annoying.
Yeah, but that was I think that was on purpose though.
Yeah, no, it was the fucking laugh he was doing, like some crazy ass laugh. Like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah,
no, it's not.
That shit was fire, nigga. Because I think they did it on purpose. Because I think a lot of people's criticism of Flash in like the Justice League and all that stuff was he was a little annoying, and I think part of the reason why they made Barry 2 even more annoying was to give Barry the chance to sort of, because obviously by the end of the movie he might still be that Flash, but he kind of grew.
Yeah.
And he got to see us. Oh, he even said in the movie, he's like, "Oh, is this what it's like talking to me?" It's like that little bit, a moment where it's like realizing, like, "Oh, okay." So I think obviously, if we would have got more movies and more cameos with the character, we would probably see him a little bit more evolved. Maybe still quirky, but maybe a little less annoying than what he was in like Justice League and shit like that.
Yeah.
But obviously, we're not getting that, so it don't matter.
Yeah. I do. One thing that did surprise me, like they were going back in time a lot.
Yeah,
like a lot during the end, because it was kind of like a canon event, quotations, to where the same thing kept happening,
and they couldn't. And no matter how many times it went back in time, he couldn't fix the thing because it was just like it's supposed to happen.
Yeah,
or it's gonna happen.
Yeah,
and then I mean that was the only I guess decent thing is we got cameos, even though maybe some of it was a little weird. I mean, obviously, in the CGI was horrendous again, and it was also weird that they did that, and we didn't get any Grant Gustin. I thought that was a misstep.
Yeah,
that was weird to just not have because Ezra cameoed on the TV Flash on the TV show like 3 years ago, or whatever that was, and to not have Grant Gustin cameo in this movie in some way, when you're doing multiverse and time travel, was weird. It was cool seeing Nicolas Cage as Superman.
Yeah, Nicolas Cage.
Yeah. Oh, that's fucking funny.
Yeah. He was fighting.
As soon as I saw the spider, I was like, I knew it. So I saw
Spider.
Oh, it's Nicolas Cage. I was like, oh shit.
But the CGI was bad. It was like fuck.
Horrendous.
That shit was bad.
Like, I'm talking like
PS2, nigga.
Dog,
PS2.
It was horrible. Like I don't even understand. I mean, like it's like I can't even understate how bad it is.
You know how bad it looked, and what was like slightly better. You know that you seen that trailer with the Will Smith game that's coming out?
Yeah,
no, it looked like that, but worse.
Nah, he's gonna be a skin in some game.
Oh.
Now,
it looked like Spawn's cape in the Spawn.
Oh shit! You think they gave up? Like they didn't want to put that much money into it, so they were just like, "Fuck it," because for it to flop and this be the last movie of like everything, I would think y'all would put y'all best foot forward and be like, all right, we gotta at least redeem ourselves to show people that we can make good movies. Well, we
got one more coming, but I don't know why it was so bad. I just maybe budget. Maybe there's like, we put enough money in. We don't want to put too much money into this just in case it does flop. I guess I don't know why they decided not to do better on the CGI. Like the director was like, "Oh no, it's on purpose." And I was like, "Oh well,
no,
fuck you." Because that was fuck you. That was a bad choice, my guy. Yeah, that shit was ugly.
That shit was insane, man. If you think about the DC run, like they had 2 movies that were just like atrocious, like fucking 3. If you're counting Wonder Woman, like the 20, what was that shit? That forgettable ass shit.
1984.
Yeah, that shit had bad CGI. The first Justice League was just
wasn't that
crazy.
Great either.
Like, yeah, it was just crazy.
Didn't look that great. And they never had like exceptional CGI, but this shit is some next level bad shit.
Yeah, it actually makes me respect, even though people don't like it. It actually makes me respect Zack Snyder's shit. Like when you see the Justice League he came out with, and the Flash was running towards the bang, and then like you seen the CGI, it looked 1,000 times better than that shit. When he was running and the floor was like building itself back up because he was running back in time. That looks way better than the shit.
Yeah, that is the only. Well, I would say the only, but that's one good thing about this ending and being over with. I hope that everything is over with. I hope to God, when and if they ever do anything new Flash related, they fix the way that motherfucker runs. I hate that shit with a passion. I don't know why that's the way why that's the route they went with it. I mean, I know why why they went with that because when they were doing Justice League, Zack Snyder was like basing off of like ice skaters, whatever, because the lack of friction type of shit or whatever, because he's moving so fast.
Yeah,
like,
I get it.
With no friction. So I understand, I guess, conceptually why they would go with that, but it looks stupid to me. And I hate it. I've hated it since day one. The first time I saw him run like that, I was like, oh, please fix this. I pray to all the gods that exist on every planet, on every plane of existence, please fix this. I hate the way he looks when he runs. I hate it.
Oh man, they made fun of it though.
Yeah,
like when he lost his powers, he was like, running in circle.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
But despite the shit I'm talking about, the CGI, I do think the movie was actually okay. It was actually a pretty good movie. Surprising.
Was it better than Black Adam? Not Black Adam.
To me,
yeah. Black Adam?
I mean Shazam.
I didn't see the second. The first one.
See that.
First one, no.
No.
Second one, probably. I didn't see the second one, but probably.
Damn,
it's better than Black Adam to me. Yes.
Flash before you saw Shazam for free.
Yeah, I have no desire. From everything I heard about that movie, I don't desire. Everything I heard about that movie was that it's not good.
How good did that movie do?
Shazam, it flopped.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think we always talk about. Excuse me. They always talk about recouping money. I don't think it recouped its money.
It flopped. It's like the third flop. It's like the ninth flop in a row, if we get honest. But
they about to sell WB again and they keep this shit up.
It's done.
I know this shit flopped when they had billboards.
God damn! $133.8 million. That's all it made. That's crazy.
And the budget is probably like 4 or 5.
My, that's goddamn.
I think this is doing worse than Black Adam, Flash. So sucks. But yeah, we got one more left. We got Aquaman. We'll see how that does. I'm not holding my breath.
God.
I like
Aquaman holding your breath. I get it. Funny.
I like the first Aquaman movie. But again, we'll see. I'm not holding my breath. And again, it's one of the other things. It's like, all right, cool, we're gonna watch this, but does it matter? Not really, because it's getting rebooted. But I still might watch it.
They gotta reboot this whole shit. Well, not even reboot. Well, just stop. Just stop.
They are stopping, sort of.
Like they got another Aquaman.
Well, it's already done. It's already done. Like this shit it's been done for like 2 years now, I think, or at least a year and a half.
So it's
COVID happened.
I know, but what does so the Flash resets everything? So why is Aquaman coming out after Flash?
COVID happened.
Okay, but
I don't know. I don't know the order in which it was supposed to originally come out in, but
hear me out.
Yes, I understand what you're saying.
Why is Aquaman coming out after
something got changed up? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know questions, answers.
I'm like gonna be reading like this is what happened back in the day.
No, I think it's supposed to be a continuation of the first movie, but so I mean, it could be one of the things where they did like Captain Marvel, where the movie takes place before the events of other movies.
Back in 2018.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh yeah, didn't they had that dumbass fucking post credit scene that had nothing to do with nothing?
So stupid.
Like just Aquaman drunk.
Just drunk.
Like,
I was like, what?
Like,
but again, I think
because he want to be Thor so bad. That's why.
No, I think they just like, hey, Aquaman's coming, so let's just do some dumb shit. And then the other thing with George Clooney is weird.
Yeah, that was. I understand why they did it, but it was like you're not going anywhere with this, so what's the point?
They show Batman George Clooney. I mean, George Clooney,
well, him and Bruce.
Yeah. So the whole thing was Barry realized that he can't really go back in time and change things because it doesn't like change his future like Back to the Future. It's like it changes your past and your future when he goes back in time to like fix things, yada yada yada. So that's how when he went back in time to save his mother, he made a world where instead of Ben Affleck, it's Michael Keaton as Batman. So then they get to the point where he's like, okay, I have to let my mom die, yada yada. He has to die. But there was a plot line in the movie where his dad was supposed obviously was framed for the murder of Barry's mom, and there was like some security footage of his dad at the store because he's supposed to be at the store at the time of the murder, but it was corrupted, and Batman was Ben Affleck's Batman was able to clear the footage of the camera, but his dad was on camera, but he never looked up, so you couldn't see his face. So then Barry did something that made it so that he would look up at the camera. So he changed the past a little bit still so that his dad would actually get acquitted.
Oh,
Set free after some time. And
look up.
Yeah. In doing so,
Look up, Marlon, say cheese.
Yeah. And doing that little change ended up changing the world a little bit more. So then when he comes back to what would be his timeline, his present time, Bruce Wayne shows up and it's George Clooney instead of Ben Affleck or Michael Keaton or whatever, which is a cool little Easter egg, I guess. But I was watching some video where people were saying in like the original screening, I guess maybe like the press screener, that scene happens and they just show like a foot stepping out of the car, and because Barry says, "Who the fuck is that?" or "Who the fuck are you?" or whatever he says, and then it ends, and in the theatrical release they show George Clooney. So, but like a lot of people are saying it'd been better to leave it where they don't show the face because obviously we're rebooting everything and there's supposed to be a new Batman, and if they're showing George Clooney, is George Clooney the new Batman, or is it just like a nice little Easter egg gag? And I think it's just an Easter egg gag, but which is fine, I guess. But it does make some confusion for some people.
Yeah.
But yeah, check it out when it comes on Max.
Yeah.
I think
don't waste your money.
I do think it's no waste. I mean, if you want to waste your money, it's because I don't think it's a waste of money. I do think it's worth watching, but obviously, you could also just wait till it's on Max right now.
You could wait fucking 3 weeks, right?
You can wait. Yeah, you can wait. Yeah. But I do think it's a good movie.
There is some bullshit that they said. They said that the success of this movie was banking on Michael Keaton being in Batman Beyond or something like that.
No, yeah, they were saying if this movie was well, Kevin Smith said this, so we don't know.
Oh, Kevin Smith.
Yeah, it was Kevin Smith. Well, at least I saw the TikTok where Kevin Smith was saying it. It was saying, "Hey, if this Flash is successful, then they would use that as a springboard to do a Batman Beyond movie with Michael Keaton reprising his role as Bruce Wayne, which would have been cool to see a Batman Beyond movie. But obviously, this movie flopped. So, I mean, who knows? We could still possibly get a Batman Beyond movie, but yeah.
I thought they canceled that when they did the acquisition.
Yeah, but I think, but they didn't. So like James Gunn was cherry picking stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's one of the things where like, okay, we could still maybe do this if this does this, but this didn't do that, so now we're not going to do it. Because it's like how Jason Momoa is, as far as I'm aware, is still going to be part of whatever the future DC stuff is with James Gunn, right? As far as I know. Ezra, we don't know, but they haven't said that he was out. We know Henry's out. We know Ben Affleck's out. I think Gal Gadot is still in as a Wonder Woman, maybe. So like I think they were like cherry picking what they wanted from Snyder stuff to use for James Gunn stuff. So it still could have been a possibility. But now, who knows?
That box set gonna be crazy. That's a hard watch, dude.
Man, that shit gonna be in a bargain bin before you know it, nigga. Nobody's buying that shit.
Yeah.
God damn, man.
You ain't never seen 12 DVD set for fucking $16.
I would say they started off good. I think Man of Steel, when it came out, it didn't deserve the hit it got.
No,
it really
I think
did.
Man of Steel.
I knew this shit was. Yeah, I knew this shit was doomed when I saw how he got the fucking names of the people when he saw logos on the screen. I was like, this shit is.
Oh, that's Batman vs Superman.
That's BVS. Yeah, BVS. That's not Man of Steel.
Yeah,
that's where it went wrong. But that's where it went wrong. But then that's not necessarily 100% Zack Snyder's fault. That's like WB Studio, because there's Man of Steel, and then I think Avenger, because I think Then Avengers came out, and it was like, oh, we need that. So then the next movie, we're gonna have Batman fighting Superman, just because we want to introduce all this shit, and now we want to fast forward. So then we're doing this movie, and look, it's logos, and it's like, yeah, once you saw the logos,
it's logos.
It was kind of downhill once you saw the logos. Yeah. But
damn,
yeah. Womp, womp, womp. But yeah, cool beans.